Good day, ma'am. Good day, everyone. I am Michelle O. Evangelista from BSIIS Block 1. My topic for today is all about research process. So, what is research? Research, it is a systematic study or investigation of something in order to find new information or validate certain theories or findings obtained in other studies. The next one is the purpose. So there are two purpose in research process. The first one is information gathering. So it has two sub-purpose. First is exploratory. The goal of exploratory is to formulate problems, clarify concepts, and form hypotheses. Hypothesis is an assumption, an idea that is proposed for the sake of argument so that it can be tested to see if it might be true or not. Hypothesis in a simple word is prediction. Example is discovering. So, in discovering, you are still learning something. You don't know what might happen. You don't know if it is true. So, you are still discovering something. Next is descriptive. It describes a population, situation, or phenomenon that is being studied. It focuses on answering how, what, when, and where questions. It is a gathering information or describing. Example, you are about to interview an employee so that you can collect insights from them of what is the degree of satisfaction they have in working or how many hours they are spent in working. So in that way, you can collect data. Next, the next purpose is theory testing. First, explanatory, conducted for a problem which was not searched before. So, explanatory, it focuses on explaining the aspects of your study in a detailed manner. Its purpose is to increase your understanding about your study. So, if your study is well explained, then you can easily understand it, you can easily know your study. Next is predictive. Predicting might predicting what might happen in various scenarios. So it is concerned in forecasting outcomes, consequences, or effect. So you are still trying to predict something that you don't know. You are still forecasting outcomes, what will happen, and such. Next, I will proceed to the next topic. I will tell you the difference between the exploratory and predictive. So, exploratory is one which aims to providing insights and understanding the problem of your research, while predictive, you are still forecasting outcomes and effects. Next is steps to follow in writing paper, in a research paper. First, choose a research topic. Second, narrow down the topic. Third, survey sources. Fourth, outline, paraphrase, and summarize. Fifth, make an outline. Sixth, write the first draft. And lastly, references. So first, choose a research topic. Randomly write down all the topics. Choose a topic that is interesting. As much as possible, choose a topic that is interesting for you and would be interesting for your readers. Second is narrow down the topic. Get the important details and then the general details, make it to specific. So, narrowing your topic will enable you to better determine the specific direction of your paper. If your topic is too broad, you need to make it specific because it's hard to get details if your topic is too broad. The third one is survey sources. So, what is survey? Survey is a research method used for collecting data from predefined group of respondents. So, we use survey to gain information and insights into a various topic of interest. Survey is through asking people and collecting their information such that. So, methods of survey. So there are two methods of survey. The first one is questionnaire, and the second one is through interview. So, questionnaire, a form consisting of series of written or printed multiple choice questions to be filled up by the respondents. So it is mostly written, and it gives to the respondents for them to fill up the questionnaire. Second is interview. It is a formal conversation between the interviewer and the respondent wherein the two participates in the question answer session. So, through interview, we can randomly ask questions to our respondents for us to know their insights and to collect more about our research. Interview can be more useful than questionnaire because the researcher or the interviewer are allowed to ask question that is non-verbal data. But this pandemic, mostly the researcher used questionnaire, and it was through online due to the pandemic. The fourth one is quote, paraphrase, and summarize. Quote, when you wish to retain the exact wording of the author. So quote are best used when you can't paraphrase or summarize without changing the author's intent. To add credibility to your assertion, when the author's words are historically memorable or remarkable, they use quote. Also, quotes must be word for word and enclosed between quotation mark, and the author must be credited. Next is paraphrase, taking the source material and putting it into your own words. So when you collect data from internet or from book, you need to paraphrase it so you can't be plagiarized. The paraphrase portion should be about the same length as the original, as well as same meaning of the original sources. Be careful when paraphrasing. Changing just a little words or changing the sentence structure slightly is not paraphrasing, it's plagiarizing. So next, why do we need to paraphrase? We need to paraphrase to add clarity to an author's words or ideas if technical language used, to simplify and to change the organization of emphasis. Next, summarize. Condenses the original piece of information in your own words. So, summarize the information you are using when details are less important. When you want to summarize, read the text well and you will pull out all the important points and you write them in your own words. So when you're summarizing a long topic, you just need to pull out the important points so that it is more effective. The next one is the fifth step is make an outline. So what is outline? Outline means of organizing your information in a hierarchical or logical order. So outline arranging major topics, subtopics, and supporting details. The purpose of an outline is to organize your ideas and see if how your ideas connect to each other. So it's important to make an outline. 6. Oh, before the writing the first draft, you need to know the steps in creating outline. So first, place your thesis statement at the beginning, of course. Second, list the major points that support your thesis and label them in Roman numerals. So the major points must be must be labeled through Roman numerals. And then the third is list supporting ideas or arguments for each major points. Label them in capital letters. And if applicable, continue to subdivide each supporting idea until your outline is fully developed. Label them 1, 2, 3, or small letters such as A, B, and C. So here we go. Number 6, write the first draft. A first draft is written after the outline is finished and is usually done without much editing. So all you write will be written in the first draft, and it is not much editing. First and foremost, writing a first draft is a very important stage in the writing process. It provides the writers the chance to meld their thoughts together and to further develop the ideas. In the first draft, you can identify the errors such as punctuations, the grammars, or such, the spelling. And editing is what you begin doing as soon as you are done writing your first draft. So when you are done writing your first draft, you can now edit the errors you see. Lastly is the reference, the use of the source of information in order to ascertain something. So referencing allows you to acknowledge the contribution of other writers and the researchers in your work. References allows your readers to examine the sources of validity of your research. Remember that you need to do citation for you not to be plagiarized. That will be all. Thank you. I hope you learned something from my report. God bless.